Hello everyone and welcome to Jerome's Learning. So for today's video, we are going to introduce to you a new application that will surely help you solve your physics problem. Do you remember back in the day when you were in high school and you had to solve your own physics problems on your own without the aid of Google or apps? Well, if you were alive during a time like that and you didn't like the subject or struggled with it, then you probably will resent this current generation as they have so much more tools to make sense of things like gravity, kinematics, capacitance, and many more. One such helper is an app called Phywhiz, which is now available for both Android smartphones and tablets. Whether you genuinely like physics or you absolutely hate it, this app is pretty useful for both academic or for just recreational purposes. If you're one of those, it will help students understand and solve their physics homework if what they were taught in school or in the books aren't enough to help them understand. Or if you just miss some physics and want to challenge yourself by asking questions, solving problems, answering the practice questions, then this is a pretty handy app to have. There are over 100 equations that you can find here, as well as 30 physics topics like black body radiation, double slit experiment, diffraction, grating, and etc. There are also more than 300 free physics questions that you can answer. And if you have a question you'd like to ask the app or the people running the app, then you can ask it and get an answer instantly.
So now let us start using Phywhiz to solve our physics problem easier. The first thing to do is to download Phywhiz if you haven't downloaded an app yet and install. So here I already have Phywhiz, so let's open. So Phywhiz offers a lot of topics for us all about physics ranging from power until weight, so it is very inclusive. In this video, I am going to focus about power and the other one is kinematics. So let us start. Let's start with power. So here is our first problem. So our first problem is Renetta Gus is out with her friends. Misfortune occurs and Renetta and her friends find themselves getting a workout. They apply a cumulative force of 1080 Newton to push the car 218 meters to the nearest fuel station. So we are going to determine the work done on the car. So the first thing to do is to input the values. So the force we have is 1080 Newton. And our displacement is 218. So these are the only values given. And now we are going to find work. Just click here and we have the answer. So the answer is 2.354 times 10 to the power of 5 joules. So here is the detailed solution. So first, we recall the work force equation. So the formula, which is W is equal to Fd, or work is equal to force times displacement. So next is to substitute known variables into equation. So we have W is equal to, we substitute the value for force, which is 1080, and for displacement 218. Then solve for work. So we have the answer. 2.354 times 10 to the power of 5 joules. So we can also find it, the equations or formulas here are for all about power here. So here are the formulas. Okay, so now let us proceed to the second problem. So let's proceed to kinematics. And our problem is, a car travels at uniform velocity a distance of 100 meters in 4 seconds. So what is the velocity of the car? So we only have two values here, which are the displacement and the time. So our missing value is the velocity of the car. So our time is, let's substitute the value, 4 seconds. And next, our displacement is 100 meters. And our initial velocity, so let's substitute since we will find the final velocity. So it's 0. So the velocity of the car is 50.0 meter per second. That's the answer. So the first thing we do is to first recall the displacement velocity equation. So the formula is D is equal to 1/2 VI plus VF times T. And we substitute the variables. Then we solve for the final velocity, and the answer is 50.0 meter per second. Phywhiz also offers practice questions, about 300 free practice questions. So we have kinematics, energy, forces, quantum physics, and the others are luck. So we have here the kinematics. So if you want to study or want to know how to solve problems, we have here some questions. So there are hints. So they gave you the formula, or you can have the full solution to know how did they get the answer. So just like this. So we also have energy. Still you can have the hint, and so that's the formula and the full solution. And lastly, we have the forces. Still we have the formula or the hint and the full solution. So that's about the practice question. You can also have a search of different topics regarding physics here. So if you type in time, so there are results related to time. So we also have the topics and the equation. So that's how easy Phywhiz is to use. So you can also choose a different topic about physics here. We also have electricity, electromagnetism, but the only thing we focus here is the kinematics and the power. So that's all about our video tutorial about Phywhiz. So if you have questions and clarifications, you can just comment below.
So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you learned something. Keep updated for more tutorial video.